What's up guys, Charles Smith here, back again with a new video. Today I want to talk about what I think of the market for today, what my plan is for today. I also want to talk about the trade from last Friday, so let's get straight into it. As always, let's start at a higher time frame. We're really close to the all-time highs right now, and overall we're just really bullish on the 4-hour. Structure high, structure low. This isn't a valid pullback, so this is not a structure low on the 4-hour. So this is your higher low. If we can take out all-time highs, we can correct all the way towards here. We will see if that happens, but we can. So that is it on the 4-hour. Maybe there's something on the daily we should look at. Let me hide the drawings. Yeah, on the daily, if we're gonna break the all-time high, this will be your structure low, then it will be your high low, and then if you put in the higher high, you have the higher high. So if the market wants to, it can correct down a lot. Is that really likely right now with the market segment we're in? Probably not. We're overall really strong and really bullish, so I'm not really looking towards things like that. Yeah, on the 12-hour also your structure low right here. We have gained pretty much every higher time frame PD array there is. Also has been tested back already. So that is all really bullish. Yeah, everything is gained, tested back, used to make new highs. On the 1-hour, your structure low is over here. Is that the same as on the 4-hour? No. So on the 1-hour, your structure low is over here. So when you're gonna break below this low on the 1-hour, it's likely you can trade towards this low. And then you're gonna go towards your 4-hour structure low. What am I looking at right now? As I said, it's up till proven otherwise. Let's look at what Asia and London did. Asia took out this high. Then when London started, couldn't take out Asia high, giving us some indications it needs more liquidity from the lows. The Asia low and this low before Asia low wasn't enough. Your next liquidity point was here. Took out that liquidity point, and from there you just started a market maker buy model. So locally up until proven otherwise. What are interesting points to look for longs and shorts? I'm not really interested in looking for a long right here because it's in your premium of this whole up move from this move. I don't like to buy in situations like this. The only situations where I would like to buy is if you get a range in here and give us some manipulations or market structure indications that we can look for buys. Then of course I'm willing to buy. Example over here that I'm gonna dive into in a bit. For shorts, of course, a lot of nice liquidity is being built up on these lows right here. Still a lot of nice liquidity lows open that we can target if we aren't ready for new all-time highs. What are the points that I'm looking for shorts? If we can take out London high, give us an internal structure break, then I'm looking towards rotation to the London low. If that isn't enough, of course, more liquidity points to being take out here. Same story, if you manage to take out London high, can take out Asia high and give us a market structure break, etc. Leaving open the high, whatever, just some indications the market needs to go lower. I'm also looking at shorts. Asia high, then I can also be looking for shorts because maybe in this range that we have right here, we could form some kind of distribution on the highs, indicating we're gonna need more liquidity from the lows. Then once again, your technical target will be around the London low. Is this all likely to happen? I wouldn't know. The only way I'm gonna figure it out is if the market gives us the triggers. We're here to predict some things, but if the but you can't predict everything, so the reaction from us on the market is more important than the prediction. For longs, as I said, there would have the market needs to create something locally in a range form or some kind of accumulation, whatever, or it needs to get towards these lows. Then I'm also interested in longing again. These are the pivot points I'm interested in taking longs. Of course, if it needs more than these liquidity points, you have all these 3 lows here that can be interesting. So for longs, I'm just looking at lows or some kind of local structure that has been built. Yeah, that will be it for my plan for today. Then I want to talk about what I want to see for some longs. It will be scalps like this. Of course, we're just in an uptrend right now, market maker buy model, whatever you want to call it, just bullish. What do we do here? As you can see, a lot of buyers stepped into the market here because you gained a new high. So what are people gonna do? They're gonna buy. For the first time in this whole up move, we took out a low that caused for a lot of people to hit the buy button. What happens here? They have to sell back the positions more expensive to the market when they get taken out here. We start pumping up, making a new high. What do you expect after we break above here? That the market is gonna make a new higher low. What does it do? Comes down, makes the low, makes a fair value gap. I know it's a really small one. Normally I would draw it in like this, but because the market respected this gap 3 times, 4 times, now 3 times this perfectly, I'm gonna draw it in like this. What can you see if you zoom in a bit more? You come down, can't take out the low, you come towards the gap, try to make a new low again, you can't. From here, if you're gonna gain this gap, I'm interested in taking buy orders, because then it's just the manipulation is done, the buy orders have been filled. What is the next point to target? This high. You can put the stop loss below here. When the market takes out this high, well, as you can see, that happened in 2 1-minute candles, and then no entry, no pullback from the market in the entry, and it's just gone. Well, these things happened, otherwise it would have been a nice 3.19 risk reward trade. Pretty simple one, but things like this are some triggers for me that I will be looking for buys, even though we're in the premium of this whole up move. But for now, yeah, there would have the market needs to create something in a range like this and do something on these lows. Then it can be interesting for longs or shorts, of course. If we can take out this London high, then maybe create something here. So that will be it. Not that difficult up until proven otherwise right now, and we have the plans ready on our pivot points on the chart. Then I would like to get into some things from Friday of last week. I didn't take this trade, and this is also my last flaw into really becoming profitable. As you guys know, I already have a funded account. I passed the test of Apex Trader funding. My account has been in a lot of ups and downs. I almost lost the account, but then I traded it back from. I was 1 trade away from liquidating my account. Then I traded it back all the way up until 51k. Right now my account is at 50k 500 because we took the stop loss last week, as I showed in the video as well. So we're in the positive, but I still have one flaw that is holding me back. That is holding me back a lot to become really profitable, because I know the strategy has been proven, it works. We passed our evals with these accounts. My trading partner, our mentor, has already passed a lot of accounts, already has his payout. But this guy is a mentor for a reason for me, because he is a lot further in this game than me. But the flaw for me is, and I also had a problem with this trade, I'm just scared to take a trade. The only emotion that I have is I'm afraid for a stop loss, apparently, because I made the plan for this trade. I pre-planned it perfectly. I had to plan for myself. Okay, if the market is gonna do this and this, then I want to take the short. The market perfectly does it. You can't get them cleaner than this, but yeah, I only had to hit the button. I filled in the sell limit, I filled in my stop loss, the contracts, everything. It was all ready. I only had to push the button when it inversed, and it inversed it, and I didn't push the button. So yeah, that's a flaw from my side, unfortunately. It's the last thing I have to fix to really get my shit together and become profitable in this game. I think a lot of traders can can relate to this, but I want to be open about it because I just want to be as transparent as possible. I'm also making these videos for myself because yeah, right now I'm telling you this, and you're just exposing yourself on your flaws, your mistakes. So I hope I can get some confidence from that. From okay, man, you know what you gotta do. You pre-planned everything. As you can see, it ran perfectly. If you just pushed the button, you would have made a lot of money. So it's out there right now, and I'm hoping to build my confidence as well. But let's get into the technicals of this trade. Enough yapping about myself and my flaws. What did we do Friday? Just the whole day was up. It wasn't really big moves. It was a pretty slow, grindy day. Doesn't matter. The PA and the TA was really clean. We had this Asia high to take out, and would also be the high to take out for a confirmation of this higher low. We made this higher low that isn't confirmed until we're gonna take out this high. That was also the Asia high. So we were looking for buys until Asia high because it's really likely to make this higher low and that higher high, because on a higher time frame we also put in this higher low. But what happened? My plan was, okay, that is the plan. If the market can take out Asia high, that will be the pivot point. But if it doesn't take out Asia high, I'm looking for heavy shorts. Because then it's just telling us we're not ready to put in that higher low. We're not ready to take out this strong Asia high. We need more liquidity from the lows. What happened? We got towards Asia high. We had this pennant right here, as you can see. Liquidity build up on both sides. What is really nice about these pennants, they're pretty easy to read. Most of the times, like here, you break out of the pennant on one side, in this case on the highs. Then if you get an indication that we can go towards new lows, 9 out of 10 times we're gonna go towards the low of the pennant. What were more triggers right here? ES took out Asia high, and Q couldn't take out Asia high. What is that? That is a lot of weakness. What also happened after you broke out of the pennant and making this SMT, I know a lot of people started selling here, so a lot of stop losses have been put in here. A lot of buyers, sellers started selling here. What happens? We get a really aggressive pump up, scaring a lot of people that are panic selling their positions. You take out the high where a lot of people have their stop losses or are gonna sell back their positions to the market that started selling here. So that is the manipulation I'm waiting for 9 out of 10 times. Then from here, still couldn't take out Asia high. We had a nice 2-3 minute for value gap that we held. We tried to make a new high from here. As you can see, we couldn't. Inverse the gap. What do you do here? On a higher time frame, on 2-3 minutes for value gaps, I always put my order in the middle. Stop loss above here, and you could target this low. That would be too much for my funded account, so I would have taken profit. Yeah, probably somewhere around here, somewhere where I would cash $900, or I would take my first take profit here, and then the second here, so it would end up at around $800 to $900. I already was too scared here, didn't take the order. So this was the first opportunity I got, and I didn't put in my order. After that, you got the most unicorn setup once again. 9 out of 10 times when the market already has put in the manipulation, tested back what it needed to test back, it's just ripping down, as you can see later on. But what does it do? In the moment, it's gonna test back this higher time frame 2-3 minute for value gap inverse. You once again make a new for value gap. Internally, you use this gap to make a new high. You can do it, so a lot more triggers. Okay, we still can't make new highs. We're gonna go towards the lows. Over here, once again, I was ready. I only had to push the button. Didn't do it. And you inversed it right here. After the inverse, tested back the for value gap and just started ripping towards the lows because it was pretty obvious it needed liquidity from the lows. It didn't stop here. It had to take out your extreme liquidity from this whole up move. So yeah, a really clean trade. I hope you study this and you learn something from this because it's a really clean setup. It's a really good strategy to use. It's really profitable. So make sure to really study this and learn something from it because it will help you a lot in your trading game. I see I'm already recording for almost 20 minutes. I have been yapping a lot. I've been yapping about the ideas for today. I spitted some knowledge on things that happened last week, on a thing that happened this morning, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did learn something, please let me know in the comments. If I do something, maybe I have to be a bit shorter in the videos or just more straight to the point, because I know when I'm talking about trading, I'm a bit passionate. I can yap a lot, as I said. So also, if you're finding that annoying, let me know in the comments. I will try to minimize it a bit if you guys like that more. If you don't, then I would just be uploading videos like in this style. You can also let me know, of course. So that will be it for today. Leave behind a like, subscribe to the channel so you're updated on the new videos, and then I will see you in a new video tomorrow. Ciao!